In today's video, I crafted a jetpack so we could fly anywhere. Then we built a tram that travels across the world, and a coal town so that we could store all our mining materials. Let's create. Hello everybody, my name is Junior and welcome back to another episode of createmod. Now, as we do every episode, we've got the shout out fence. So let's see who gets on the fence today. There we go, we got Redwood Gaming and Soyel Nono. And there we go, I've added you to the fence. Thank you for your support. I've also added NAR Red Apple, just because they became a channel member recently. So thank you so much for becoming a member. And remember, if you want to get added to the fence too, don't forget to comment down below or become a member now. Now, I actually haven't done a lot in between episodes. I've changed this to just be full podzol. And I've added a little contraption over there, which we're going to use very soon. You may be wondering what this is, and this is the tram line that we're going to be putting our tram on. And I think it's perfect for getting from the bottom all the way up to the top of the mountain, where our elevator is and where our coal town's going to be. I also added 2 crushing wheels down here, just because we're going to be needing those in a few moments too. And I did an extra little bit of work here. I've sort of started working on this kind of like terraforming project, but I think I'm going to mainly do the paths and terraforming like this all off camera, and then just show you the updates in between videos. But my plan here is to add a nice waterfall and a little pond, just as some extra scenery as you walk through. And that's pretty much it for all the off-cam work that we've done in between episodes. Right then, first things first, we're going to head down to a little workspace. We're going to put a brass ingot under the depot. Hopefully it gets pressed. There we go. Nice. And now we're going to take this over to the little contraption that I showed you from a distance. Now, I've already prepped this with 3 small cogs, 3 large cog wheels, 3 propellers, and 3 andesite alloy. If you play Create, you might already know what this recipe is for. And if you don't, well, it's a jetpack. We're actually going to be using jetpacks now. So rather than going to the end again in Elytra, we're just going to make we're going to make jetpacks instead. So what we need is not a precision mechanism, but a steam engine. And so we have to put it through this 3 times in this order as well. So it'll come off the end, and there we go, incomplete steam engine. Let's just throw it back on, and I'm going to let this go another 2 times. And the final one. Come on, to complete it. Don't fail. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? What are the odds that it was the failed one? And now I gotta get more materials and do it again. Wow. Come on, please work. Yes! There we go. We got a steam engine. Let's go. Now, if you remember last video, we actually did the interior for this place. And I added one of these auto-crafted things. And so I've got all the materials with me now to create the jetpack. And so what we're gonna do is pop the steam engine in the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna put a fan there, cog wheels, small ones, and then an andesite alloy. And it should hopefully combine to create a jetpack. Please work. Ooh, there we go. Combines. Perfect. First try. And there we go, we have a brass jetpack. We need to fill it up now with fuel and water, which is just by dropping buckets of water, and either dropping like coal or lava buckets or any type of fuel source in general. So if I put it in my offhand and I drop a bucket of water, as you can see, it just went up 100 out of 1600. So let's do water first, and then we'll do lava then. So, water is complete. Now we gotta do lava. And then the last lava bucket. Boom. There we go. Now it's fully healed. So, this is gonna be our armor from now on. And also, we're just gonna use it. So, the chest plate could probably go back in the house. And let's try this out in the 3rd person. Oh, yes. There we go. We've got a working jetpack. It goes up 27 blocks high. So, this is the max for here. And we can hover, so we can just kind of like walk across. But it's also good but underwater. So let me show you what it works like when we're down here. Look how speedy we go now. Are you ready? Look at that. Hold space and we're flying underwater. We're like Aquaman. Kill anything as soon as we want. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's cool. We just pop straight out and go right up. So yeah, this is the platform. We're going to be building our tram. So this is going to be like the tram zone where you get on and like mind the gap or whatever as it goes back down. And we'll have 2 trams so they come around. And so there's always one at each end when they slow down to make their stops. But I added a few more water wheels, so this goes super quick now. And we're gonna add a coal town here, which is just like a house for coal miners that they used to use back in the day. But wow, this is super fun. I think I'm gonna need like feather falling or something. But yeah, this is super cool and it's gonna be super handy to use. Because look how quick we could travel now, just from one side all the way to the other, and it helps with building. And we just flew all the way around and it only took about 51 of like fuel, and we still got 1500, which is insane. But what I want to craft now to help us even more, so that when we go on far journeys it'll be really good for fuel, is they're called fill-in tanks. And I want 2 large ones because they're the size of 2 jetpacks in one tank, which would just be absolutely overpowered. And what you got to do to make the water tank is you need to use a fluid tank to make a small fill-in tank. Then you got to surround it with copper to get a medium, surround the medium with more copper to get a large. But the fuel one is a little harder because you need fluid tank and then you need sturdy sheets, and it's pretty much the same. You just surround it until you get the large one. So the sturdy sheet, you need powdered obsidian, you need lava, and then you need to press it twice. And to get powdered obsidian, you need a crusher. And that's why we set up the crushing wheels. So I'm going to grab my 2 fluid tanks. I'm going to grab a little bit of copper. Now let's do the water one first. So there's our small filling tank. Now let's surround this. There's our medium one. And the final stage is the large one. Just that easy for water. Now I'm going to grab our magma. And like we did with the nether portal, I'm going to wash it. And there we go. It's washed all the obsidian. And so what we got to do now, we could fly over actually rather than run. We could fly straight over to our crushing wheel. And all we got to do is throw our obsidian. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to get crushed. Pop that there. Goes all through. Super speed. Actually, it's going to take longer because it's more. And there we go. We've got 17 powdered obsidian and we managed to get 9 obsidian back, which is also very good. So now what we gotta do is place it under the spout and get the lava to obviously do its thing. Yeah, we've got too much lava now. I've overfilled the tank and it's starting to fill up in the cauldron, so I'm thinking we're gonna need to extend this or just add another tank. Right, I'm gonna let them finish. I'm gonna start placing these onto the press. I don't know how many I can put on at a time. I think I can only do one at a time. There we go, we got a sturdy sheet. We have to do these one by one. It's gonna be a nightmare. But nice, we've got them all. And I also found out that we can actually use these sturdy sheets to make train casing, which is also what we need for the tram. And also for train schedules, which we'll be using a lot in the future. Now we gotta use our small tank. Cover it the same as before. So I did an oops, and it turns out I actually need a fluid tank. So I just wasted a fluid tank on one of these. So what we're going to do is cover the fluid tank with sturdy sheets. There we go. And we got our small fuel tank. And let's cover it again to a medium. And the last one. And there is our large fuel tank. And so I'm actually going to fill these up now all the way so that we don't have to worry about filling them for a while. And it keeps our jetpack fully fueled pretty much a long time, like, which is very overpowered. And there we go, we fully complete our tanks. They're all full now, and we filled our jetpack. We already used a little bit, obviously, and so we can let them run, and we don't have to worry about our fuel for pretty much a while. And I added another tank because I was getting impatient with just this one taking forever, and I sped it up, and so we don't have to worry about this filling up, and we got plenty of lava. But this is still only temporary, and we will be upgrading in the future, I promise. Right then, now it's time to build the tram. So, to start, I'm actually going to pop a temporary rail here. Gonna put a minecart assembler. A minecart. Gonna get one of these supports. Bring these over. This is gonna hold the actual. Oh wow, I never did that. So if you crouch, they did that. Pop that there. Gonna chuck a mill under it. And I'm actually gonna pop a slab on either end. Just like that. A slope actually, not a slab. Just like that. I'm gonna fill those in with there. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna bring it down another one. I think that'll look better if we bring it down just one more. I think I picked up all the blocks. Yep. Put the saw there. And then the slopes. Yeah, that'll look much better if we do it like that. Get out trapdoors. I'm gonna put a glass one on the back. I put that in the wrong place. Pop it there. And then put a train one under it. Then we got our slab. So this is gonna be the platform to stand on. But maybe that's a bit too high actually. How do we get it so that it's perfect height? Would be like down even more. So we don't want it there. We want it like one block. Or maybe we do want it there. If we do it like that. Yeah, that's better if we do it there. So I'm gonna drop it down one more. Alright, put a door. Because I think it'll be easier to work off of it like that then. And then we put seats on each side. And then we got our train trapdoors. Go around there. Just like that. Then we're going to place our glass trapdoors. Actually, I'm going to have to do it from... How did I... Oh, there. There we go. I was like bumping my head on something. Close that up. So I'm actually going to have to go get another train trapdoor. Oops. That's a bit of a, a bit of a fail. So we come back here. Pop that on there. And then we place this one just there. Close that up. And now, I believe we place that like that. We pop our... slope. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Wait. Got it. No. I put it too high. There we go. That's easier. And then if we come around over here. Still getting used to this jetpack as well. Boom. Boom. Get rid of these. Get rid of them. And there you go. There is our tram. Looking mighty good. So I'm going to super glue it together. Make another one. And we'll start working on the track. So working on the rails, the best way to do this is on the corners. Let's add those. And then I think we should be totally fine after that. Or maybe we'll add one more like here. So that it gives it enough time to slow down. And then speed back up and go straight back down. And so the way this works is you get these controller rails. These are facing the wrong way. Let's point them that way. And so I'm actually going to place them in the correct direction like this. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. And then we'll have to come all the way back up. Right, so we get to here. I'm going to place a normal rail. And then we're going to go back to these so that it slows down for the pickup and drop off point. And then keep these going slow. Keep these going slow until we get to about here again. And then we'll pick up the pace. And the way we control the speed is with these analog levers, and they're super cool as you can actually control how strong the lever force is from like 0 to 15, which is super handy. And there we go. They're fully connected now, which is awesome. And all we got to do is place in our analog levers, and then we can place the trams, and it's all set up. We just need to set up a platform down there. And I added these as it turns out when I activated the cart assembler, they actually lift up a block, and so you have to kind of jump in, whereas if we just use these, you should be able to walk in. And I'll obviously put more of this chipped yellow concrete over these frame blocks. But yeah, with these analog levers now, let's place them there. So you can see it's 0, 15. Let's do 1, 2. I think 2 is perfect for what we need. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it actually lights up gently, where you can see how it works. This one, let's do a 1, 2. Should be slow enough. And then let's go with these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty much going to set all these to like 4 until we reach the platform down there, or the platform ending. So the final part now of the main tram is actually placing the trams. So I've got one on each, and I think the perfect place to do them is kind of like the middle here. So if we go 1 and 2, I hope that they face in the right way, and it doesn't appear to be. Maybe I'm going to have to figure out a way. Should they be fine like that? They should, shouldn't they? I'm hoping. Hold on, let's get up there. Let's go up to the pickup platform, because this determines whether or not it's going to be an issue. But just look how cool it is though, how it's moving across. And the one down there. Oh, it's just so cool. And we can open and close the door as well. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Yep, I was right. It appears the door is on the wrong side and I've built it opposite each other. So really, I've built it with the intent of a... I don't know, that's so weird how I've built it. I'm gonna have to fix this. There we go, I finally fixed it. It was so frustrating, but it turns out I had to flip the whole thing because the way I'd set up the cart assembler, I'd built it so that it was going that way rather than going that way. And so I'm going to fix the platform here, set up a platform down there, and we'll get to work on the coal house. Or the coal town, whatever you prefer to call it. But this is how it works. You can open the door, you jump in as it goes by, and let's sit down and watch the view from outside. Hold on, let's go into free cam. Look at us chilling in here. This is so cool. That's not bad, I say. And look, we got the other one obviously coming up and down as well. I mean, we don't need to because we can only use one at a time, but it just looks really nice. And it's going to be constantly going forever now. There's no way of stopping it. Well, there is, but there's no way I want to stop it. Just look how fun that is. It's been 2 days. I may have gotten carried away. I'm very sorry, but this doesn't make sense for continuity. But it is okay because I love how it turned out. I've been building non-stop. Interior, outerior, exterior, interior. I don't care. I did it all. So here we go. This little platform. This was the first thing I did. Not really much, is it? And we're gonna get picked up. And as you can see, there's already a bit of work up there. But I'll show you fully as soon as I get my little tram ride up. Right then, let's jump on. We don't have to jump. Or maybe we do. But oh well. Let's just enjoy the view while we go around and head to the tippity top. Alright, just coming up now to the stop. You can see there's so much work has been done. I've added so many things. But I'm now here to explain everything, to show you guys everything we've built. And pretty much, yeah, justify my actions. So let's get off at the stop here. Up off the stop. Boom, close the door. And I guess we'll start from here because this is how the only way you can actually get up here now. I'm gonna make it. So this is the only way you could get up to the top of the mountain, to the mine area, the coal town, is through the tram. So you get up here, little warning hazard fencing, so you can't just walk off the edge or anything like that. Got these lovely posts, and then I put the chipped lanterns on, and they do move. I swear. There we go. I finally can prove to you they move when you hit them. But we got more of a stone, andesite, cobble, gravel, stone brick path. You can kind of tell the difference between the path and just the normal tough ground, which I'm glad I did the differential. So coming through, we got these leaves and dark oak fence design that I've actually done before on Giraffecraft, which I just love them. Oh, nice they look. And now, well, this is the elevator for the mine. I kind of got carried away with some, like, government, super official, super secret, like, cover for it, as if it's, like, a bomb thing. But I think it looks really cool as, like, an elevator, and we got the shafts going through the girders. We got the lanterns. And we also got these rocks on the path as well. So I haven't actually changed anything. I've obviously textured the ground, which I love doing it. Oh, I've actually missed the spot here. But apart from that, I've textured all around, which just makes it look super nice and super more clear. We'll get to the house last. I'm going to show you over here now. Kind of got this like coal collection. This cost me a lot of coal. And now I'm in coal debt because of how much this cost. But I think it looks perfect and it completely makes sense. And I actually had to go mining to pick up some of this as well with my silk touch. And on the back we've got this little cart. just so in case you take journeys rather than going to the same mine constantly. Got some flower pots on the back of the house. Just this fencing that goes all the way around. More of these posts. I like this, like chopped wood just to use as fuel for in the house rather than using coal and stuff. Now down here, I'm actually going to be building a massive pond, and it's going to flow as a waterfall down to the spot from earlier where I told you about there. And I think this lines up perfectly. And I'm also thinking of putting like a couple of fluid pipes into the side as if it looks like it's powering whatever's going on in the mine and powering water to the house. So we've obviously got the path now that comes through here, and we are greeted with the front of the house. Perfect house, I guess, for like coal miners to go straight to the mine and straight back home. Got a little chimney at the front, bunch of lanterns, and a very fancy front here, and sort of a balcony, sort of not. But let's come through. We've got a little coat rack or hat rack, which is a nice thing I started doing in houses on my Create series, on this series. And I think it's just a perfect addition. You can't actually put hats or clothes on there. You can only put like weapons and stuff like see. You could, I guess, can you rotate? No, you can't. It just holds up like that. Obviously, gotta add the foliage. Got a nice chocolate cake, nice dining area, crafting table as always, more foliage. Perfect view of the wall. I'm glad I've separated the kitchen just because it has that extra room feel and just nice. And the kitchen is actually really big, but what I've done with the kitchen is a 2-in-1. So you cook or whatever, but you also got all your storage in here, so you can store everything you find from the mines in here, whether it's deep slate, whether it's your ores, whether it's fuel, and draw controller obviously. I thought, so I was going to just add a bunch of chests in here, but I didn't want a chest monster. I'd rather have something more controlled, more neat, and with a part of decoration, because this connects to the chimney outside. Now, coming upstairs, we got the iconic brown and orange carpet. We got an ice cream poster, we got whatever this is, and the villager. And we've got the bunk beds, which I thought it was just genius to add the trapdoors and the beds. And obviously there's a limit because there's a, you know, one of these beams. Oh, how does this look? Yep, that kind of makes sense. So how do I get down the stairs? Oh, perfect. I'm glad the beds work. We obviously got some shelving with some bookcases, another table in case we want stuff. Obviously more foliage. And that's pretty much all you need in a house like this for miners. Like, there's nothing spectacular we needed to add to the interior. We needed storage and a place for them to sleep. And so all the extra bits are just decoration and tells a story in a way. I should eat some of this cake as well. Oh no, try not to eat it all. What is that? Sugar rush. How does sugar rush work? Can I climb things? No? What does sugar rush do? Oh, that's not great. But yeah, I'm just gonna fly out and show you guys exactly this whole area that we've been working on for the past couple of days. And I think it's amazing. Obviously we got the trams. I think the whole thing as a package is just awesome. So that's going to be it from me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Discord, link in the description down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.